Hello everyone and welcome all. Now would be a good time for me to really wish I learned how to read, but, well, I'll try my best. Thank you all for being here. We are all together here today for the lovely unity of the two most wonderful people in most of our lives. It goes to show just how much Adam and Kayla mean to us, as many of us have traveled far and wide just to be here for this monumental moment in their lives. Some traveled from out of country, made their way across oceans, drove across country, and just to show how much they all care and love you guys. I'm sure that there's at least one guy who is here for just the food and drink, but we digress. First, we'll start off with the ring warming ceremony. The best man, Diego, will be passing around Kayla and Adam's future rings. And they'll go around to everyone. The ring warming ceremony is an Irish tradition where, as you hold the rings, you can leave your best wishes and blessings onto the rings just before it is given to the bride and the groom. Now we're going to go for a brief history lesson. Now Kayla and Adam met in late 2013 at Southern Oregon University, National University, where they took German Language 1, a class in which Adam would help Kayla pass. Now the class isn't the reason why they clicked, but it brought them together so that they could. What they did bond over was their love for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. Their relationship would start off between computer science classes, late-night video game hangouts, and connecting over various TV shows and movies. The first movie that they would see in theaters together is also, conveniently, Adam's favorite movie of all time, Frozen. Adam would graduate in 2016, where Kayla and Adam would be long distance until they moved into their own small studio apartment in San Francisco. This apartment they would fall in love with, as it had beautiful views of the Golden Gate Bridge and downtown from their dinner table, and more importantly, they would have their two little babies, Artie and Minnie. They stayed there for a time until they made their landlord quit after Artie escaped the apartment, and they didn't know that there were pets in the apartment. After this, Kayla and Adam would move into a bigger place just outside of San Francisco, and this is where they would get their biggest baby of all. Everyone can look behind you to look at Riza. This is the apartment in which Riza would grow up for a time, and they would also go to their favorite parks. As they felt closer and closer to being a loving and closer family, they would make the biggest move to Denver, where they would have a beautiful home in which you guys get to grow your lives together. Now, between moving and relocating, Kayla and Adam are both gaining and living new experiences, collecting memories, and becoming better versions of themselves every day. Together, they have driven across country from San Francisco to New York. They have flown to beautiful locations, whether it be Hawaii, where they would see the Milky Way for the first time, or camp out in the redwoods. They have flown abroad to experience Stonehenge, the Roman baths, see the English countryside, and the city of London, where they would meet up with friends. As we all know, one of Kayla and Adam's favorite pastimes is taking Riza to the park so she can get out of her unrealistic stock of zoomies, play, and jump in whatever body of water is in front of her. And in November of 2023, Adam would take Kayla to the coast of Fort Funston, overlooking the city of San Francisco and the ocean, the park in which Riza's favorite growing up. And here, Adam would propose to Kayla and take the first step in the rest of their lives. Now, Kayla I have known for the better part of 11 years, as Kayla is the older sister to my life partner, Rowan. As I met Kayla, she was very kind, and that quickly changed to Kayla hitting me and threatening me with more violence. If I blink twice, that does mean that I am in danger. Now, as we've matured over the years, Kayla still hits me, but is always followed up with long hugs and happiness to be in each of our familiar company. I know for Kayla, for her absolute love of dragons, Avatar: The Last Airbender, writing, and love of animals. We've bonded over many things between fantasy, again, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and phenomenal board games, although I still think that Kayla is absolutely crazy for not thinking the Yahtzee is a board game. I still love you despite this fallacy. I met Adam in 2017 when Ron and I flew out to Ashland, Oregon, just to see you guys, and we both instantly clicked over our mutual dark humor and our obsessions with video games that make us so incredibly angry and disgruntled. No, we have not stopped playing them, and no, we won't stop. It's just because we're both masochists. I know Adam for his love for cooking and his prowess in the kitchen. He is one of the smartest people that I know, and so incredibly dedicated to making sure that those around him are always taken care of. We have been brothers since, which also means we will be continuing for the rest of our lives to fight over who's going to pay for the bill. And Adam for saying sorry for things that he never needs to say sorry for. That includes asking for a glass of water, going to the bathroom, just existing, and nothing. Despite this, I still like him. So, these are the things that I know and love about Kayla and Adam. But of course, it is a different love. Sometimes love isn't about how much someone suits you, but how much you're willing to change to suit them. Kayla loves and appreciates Adam's willingness and desire to grow as a person. He has grown to become more patient, empathetic, and an understanding lover. She loves how hardworking and talented he is. Adam, for everything that he does, he's perfect. How willing he is to put in the extra work and take care of her in the house. Most importantly, how supportive Adam is in everything that she does. Her dreams and aspirations, such as traveling, writing, and owning an army of dogs. There will be more. Adam loves Kayla's consistent supportiveness of finding himself, whether it be through his hobbies or work aspirations. Adam appreciates that Kayla teaches him how to be a better engineer, even through most of the frustrating experience. How Kayla lightens the mood and brightens the room, even on the hardest of days. How appreciative she is of all the things that he does and all the meals that he makes, and everything that he's willing to do in order to provide feedback and make themselves better. Kayla likes her meals 97% of the time. We won't talk about that other 3%. Adam loves Kayla's outlook on life and her ability to find the silver lining in the toughest of situations, and when it is hard to see the bright side, she is bright enough to always pull him up. As time goes on, they will find even more ways to love and new things to admire about each other. They will continue to grow and have many more memories and experiences to share together and with a life that is going to be their own. They will love and challenge each other, all on the journey of being better and blooming into the best new versions of themselves, both together and apart. Now, we will move on to the Unity Glass ceremony. Before Kayla and Adam, just behind me, are two vessels of glass crystals, and each represents your separate lives, your friends, and your families. I will ask that both of you pour the contents from within your own vessel. I wrote this before I saw that there was 4 vessels. You will pour it into the beautiful vase. As the glass from each vessel is blended together, it will symbolize the joining of your separate lives, friends, and family into one union, the beginning of your journey as husband and wife. This glass will then be blown and molded into a beautiful vase, never to be separated again, so that your marriage may be. With the joining of the glass, Kayla and Adam are mixing their personalities into their marriage and symbolically creating something unique and beautiful. before we move on to our vows, I would also like to mention that I have been threatened with a punch or a kick for every time I fumble my word, so please, after this is over, please go easy on me. Now we'll move on to the vows. So, Kayla and Adam have already prepared for vows and have already said their vows to each other in private, but we will be getting the shortened Spark Notes version today from you guys. Kayla, you may proceed with your vows.
Hello, world. Testing. I don't know how I'm going to turn the page, but I got there. Got it. Okay. Adam? I want you to know that I will spend my whole life looking to grow in your ways together. We have grown together so much already, and I will always do my best to be there when you need me, and if I fail that, I will search for ways to make up for it. We have gotten through many challenges and fights together. So know that I will always make the effort for us to come to a resolution that will work for us both. And I will always approach our problems with curiosity. My whole life, I have always known that love is a choice and love takes birth. I truly believe that all we have is each other, the people we meet, the connections we forge, and the partners we choose. So I have always done my best to not take our love for granted because nothing is a gift. I am privileged to have it and privileged to have boundaries. I ended on the sentence that behind. More than anything, I hope you know this. I will be here for you always, and I will choose you every day. I love you, and I like you.
Adam, you may proceed with your vows. I will also be your page turner. As you know, I don't really believe in love at first sight. I believe that love and partnership grows as you with someone and work through different situations, learn and accept the quirkiness of that. However, when I met you, it was pretty close to you. I immediately knew that we were meant to meet and be in each other's lives in some capacity. Not a great ending, but over the years, we've built our love on loyalty, trust, and quiet strength. I'm not a patient individual, and you know that I strive for perfection. You've shown me that love isn't about perfection, but rather growth, patience, and choosing each other every day, even when things get tough. I believe that you are my soulmate, but not because of the universe, but rather I choose you every single day. I vow to always be your co-op partner in video games, to share the last bite of dinner, even if it's the best bite that I've been saving for, to keep going even when things get hard. And finally, and most important, fund Kayla's Burt's Beans chopstick collection. I love you. Okay, I have been informed that I am getting paid for the page turning. It's a bonus. Here you go. Kayla, You place the ring on Adam's finger.